Police, we just found out a couple of hours ago that this is the scene of a fatal shooting. And for hours, this police tape and flashing lights have blocked off parts of Cogswell Street. And you can see there's still lots of snow on the ground. And that is because those streets, well, those are the second priority for the different crews that have been out on the roads all day yesterday and for part of this morning. You might be wondering why posting information you can find in a phone book or in a simple Google search is against the law. Abbott wants to get home as soon as possible, but her doctors say she still has a long road ahead. Hernandez also rented jet skis from here and then took them out on the harbor for 2 hours. Police say a married couple's fight got way out of hand Tuesday night. Officers report the wife drove her car through her husband's front door. Okay, I like the temps. I don't like the humidity.
Agreed. Yes.
Because underneath all of this snow, well, the ground is frozen. And if that doesn't melt, there's nowhere for the snow to go. They put up this camera after having some problems with kids in the neighborhood. But they never expected to find an adult on the video. The Botanical Center is to my left, but the body of this 40-year-old woman was found near the parking lot back behind me. And for hours, this police tape and flashing lights have blocked off parts of Cogswell Street as officers investigate.
I was walking down the street. I had to pay my cell phone because it was due. I just heard screaming.
In broad daylight, mayhem broke out at the corner of Cogswell Street and Belleville Avenue in New Bedford. Witnesses say it looked like this Metro PCS was being robbed.
They came out shooting. I put my head down. The person that was in my vehicle, I put her head down, and we went through the light, but two guys came out in guns blazing.
12:30 in the afternoon, and multiple shots were fired.
1, 2, 3 shots. I heard so far as I know.
Witnesses say the man who ran the store was shot, possibly multiple times. They say after firing, the shooters hopped into a black Mercedes and took off. Jamie Bessie jumped out of his car to help the 36-year-old victim.
Just told him to hold on, man. You know, you're gonna be all right. You know, they'll be here soon. Just keep fighting.
Bessie trained as an Army combat lifesaver. He did everything in his power to help the man, but it wasn't enough. The man was pronounced dead at St. Luke's Hospital less than an hour later.
That's not something you would expect, you know, in the middle of the city. I mean, in the middle of Iraq, you get used to it.
As for those 3 suspects, we just don't know whether they're in police custody or still on the loose tonight. Reporting from New Bedford, Sierra Putman, NBC 10 News. Well, Christine Callahan says she's fighting so other medical marijuana patients don't face discrimination. Christine Callahan is a graduate student at the University of Rhode Island studying textiles. This summer, she was hoping to complete her internship requirement at Darlington Fabrics Corporation in Westerly. During the interview, Callahan told the company she's a medical marijuana card holder.
I said I wouldn't bring it to work. I said I wouldn't come to work if I had had to use it that day. Wrapped up slightly abruptly after that.
Callahan needs medical marijuana to control severe migraines. She gets up to 10 a month.
If I shift wrong on the bed and it shakes too much, it's horrifically painful.
Allergies limit what she can take. Other options didn't work. Then she tried medical marijuana.
Relief. Something worked.
Since her position didn't require her to operate any machinery or heavy equipment, she thought everything would be fine, but she didn't get the job.
They specifically said they're not going to hire you because you're a medical marijuana card holder.
That they thought it would be okay because they weren't discriminating against me just because I'm a card holder, but because I actually use the medical marijuana. They thought that I wouldn't fight back.
Callahan's attorneys filed this discrimination claim just last week, and they believe they have a case because back in 2006, when lawmakers passed the Medical Marijuana Act, well, they put in wording protecting cardholders from job discrimination. Rhode Island law states no school, employer, or landlord may refuse to enroll, employ, or lease to a person solely for his or her status as a cardholder.
What I really want to see happen is I want to see Darlington adopt a policy that is within Rhode Island law and accommodates medical marijuana users and their needs.
Darlington Fabrics was served the lawsuit today, and the company released a statement saying it complied with state and federal law and thinks the lawsuit will be dismissed. Reporting live in the studio, Sierra Putman, NBC 10 News. Despite the clear blue skies and singing birds, death lingers on Blackstone Street in Woonsocket.
Residents are dying out here, and the city apparently doesn't care.
David Dinsmore and his wife decided to put up this Grim Reaper Sunday to express their anger. Some drive by to admire their work.
It's very honest, it's very true.
Others grudgingly deal with it.
I don't like it.
Why not?
I just don't.
Like it or not, the message is loud and clear.
Come on here and invest in this city. We have a lot to offer. Number one in foreclosure. Our water and sewer systems suck. We have no freedom.
Dinsmore and his wife are angry. They have to go to housing court for zoning violations from last November. You may remember this. He built an unlicensed haunted house last year. He was told to take it down and clean it up, but then the city cited him again. Dunsmore thinks it's retribution.
We've been told no matter what we do, the city is going to ride us.
The sheriff served these papers to the Dinsmores Thursday, telling them they had to show up to housing court. But one day before their Wednesday appearance, well, inspectors were here again. City Solicitor Michael Marcello sat down with NBC 10 News.
Mr. Dunsmore and his wife, are they being targeted? Because that's what they seem to think.
No, absolutely not.
Marcello says the couple was served because they didn't respond to the initial notice.
And we were forced to serve him with this summons.
Dinsmore says he's fixed many of the issues. If the citations are a tactic to keep him quiet, Dinsmore says it's not going to work.
So I don't know what to do. I express myself through my displays.
Reporting in Woonsocket, Sierra Putman, NBC 10 News.